Is UB Faeries a good choice in this metagame? Can this deck be a surprise in this metagame? Honestly, I don't think so. Definitely not. But I don't care. I love to play this deck and I will play it anyway. So why not recording a league? But why is it so unplayable, so weak in this moment? Because of Chrysalis? No, I don't think so. Because of the dispute engines, card advantage engines? No, I don't think so. I think the only problem, which is huge, is the Refurbished Familiar, and of course, Grixis Affinity, and I think also Jund Midrange, even though I've never played against Jund Midrange with UB Faeries. So, it is a disaster. In fact, you can't play control in this metagame because the Refurbished Familiar is unbeatable. I mean, the control decks want the opponent board to be empty, and they want their hands full of cards. And the Refurbished Familiar counters both these two aspects, and also you can't kill it with Snuff Out. So, if you want to play control, in my opinion, you need the red to try to deal with the artifacts, but neither that, in my opinion, is enough. So the best choice is not to play control, is not to play these types of deck. But as I already said, I don't care. I hope to dodge all the Grixis Affinity, and if we meet one of them, GG, congrats. So apart from the jokes, this deck is powerful. Is a powerful deck for sure. Have a good matchup against all the Glee. Against Mono Red, we have a huge sideboard against all the decks of the format except for the Refurbished Familiar ones. Definitely stands a chance. But of course, if you go to the tournament and you expect 1, 2 Grixis Affinity, 1, 2 Jund Midrange, I don't think this is a good choice. So I'm playing today because I like it, not because I think it is a strong deck. As regards the list, this is a list of mine. I'm not playing the Sneaky Snackers because I think that version is better against the Grixis Affinity, but I accept to lose that matchup, so I prefer to concentrate on the other against the other decks. So let's see the single choices. I'm playing 4 Faeries and 4 Ninja of the Deep Powers. All the players on this deck, and also me, have been playing 3 and 3, and I definitely understand why a lot of people have been playing 3 Ninjas, because it is a heavy card, it requires a creature to be on the battlefield, so I understand why they've been playing 3 of them. But I've asked myself recently, why am I playing 3 Faeries here? And I also was running 1 Ponder. Why 3 Faeries here and 1 Ponder? I mean, why the number 3? Maybe because I don't want much cards which do not make value, which do not cycle themselves. Yes, that could be an answer, but I want to give a try to play a more Faeries version of this deck. And this allows me, the 4th Faeries here, this allows me to play also the 4th Ninja of the Deep Powers. So I want to give it a try. I really like the idea of having 2 strong card advantage engines, Ninjas and 3 Monarchs. So this is a tempting idea. So I want to try it. Then we have indeed 3 Monarchs. I can't play a control deck without playing 3 Monarchs. I don't know how other people manage to play with 2 or even 1 Monarch. I've seen where scred lists, for example, that run only 1 Monarch. I think this is a broken win condition. I mean, in this particular moment, in Pauper, I think we are underestimating a lot these Monarch cards. And I don't know why. I mean, the game plan to kill the opponent creatures and then slamming the Monarch is very strong. of course not against the Refurbished Familiar, but also in that case, if they play Refurbished Familiar, if we stand a chance, our only chance is to play an early Monarch and make a lot of value. So I've never played less than 3 Monarch. I've always felt it was the right choice, so I will continue to do this. Then we have 2 Murmuring Mystic. I don't want Gurmaganger because I don't think it is a good card. It is a 1-for-1. In this metagame, we need to do a lot of 2-for-1 instead, 3-for-1, and Murmuring Mystic is an X-for-1, so it is more powerful. And then we have an Agony Warp because it does, I don't think we need 4 cast down, but I want to have 8 removal spells. So I think this is a good choice because if they play Kenku, this can resolve it, but in general it is what I like about this card is that this allows us to make some interesting combat tricks. It is interesting. I've always felt good about this card, so I've never had the need to change it. Then we have this deck. It is not a troll. It is not a troll. There is a reason why there is a relic main deck in U Faeries. The reason is that I'm already happy with these 59 cards. I mean, the deck, in my opinion, is already complete with these 59 cards. I don't need anything else. I want 8 removals plus 4 counter spells. This is my interaction, plus obviously the spell starters. I don't like fumes in this metagame because it is useless in my opinion. You will not win G1 against Mono Red because of thanks to the fumes, so why putting in and it is weak against all the other matchups, so I don't think it is a good choice. Spell Pierce, monocopy of Spell Pierce in my opinion is horrendous. And we can run Dispel. Dispel is a good card in this metagame, but I find it very situational. So even though there are a lot of disputes, I think we do not need that card. But unfortunately, we can't play with 59 cards, so we have to put another card. And on the other hand, I have a problem with the sideboard because I want to have this sideboard, which is 16 cards. So what we can simply do is to put a card from the sideboard in the main deck. And the relic is I think is the best card we can put. Because we can't run, in my opinion, more than 1 Bojuka. Bojuka Bog in this deck is horrendous because it is a black tapped land, so doesn't permit us to play counterspell and doesn't permit us to play neither Snuff Out, so it is a disaster. It is only strong itself because exiling a graveyard with a land is very powerful, but I don't think this deck can afford more than 1 of Bojuka Bogs. And so in this way I have 2 ways to deal with the graveyard, which is strong in this metagame because the Witness, the Evolution Witness, the Blood Fountain, the Dredge deck, the Sneaky Snackers. I mean, it is good to have an interaction with the graveyard, 2 interactions main deck with the graveyard, and this also cycle itself. So I think it is a good choice. I prefer it than Spellbomb because I do not have the Gurmag, so I think Relic is simply better than the Spellbomb. And so this is why you find this particular card here. About the mana base, I am not running the Dimir Aqueduct. I think it is a good card because it makes value. With 2 lands you have 3 land drops, so it is obviously strong. But I do not like to play many tapped lands. I think 5 it is the right number. We also have DeLorean, so I don't want to make my mana base too heavy. And also because doesn't give access to Snuff Out, so I think it is not worth it to have it, simply. We have 1 landscape because it is free, and it works very well with Brainstorm. Last consideration about the cantrips. Some people play 2-3 preordain plus 2-3 brainstorm or 2-3 ponder. I really don't know why. I think brainstorm is the most broken cantrip in Magic ever, so why not running the playset of them? I mean, of course, you need to support this card. You can't put Brainstorm in a deck without shuffle effects, of course. In that case, it is obviously better a card like Preordain, which works alone, or Ponder, which is a mix of these two, of both Preordain and Brainstorm. But in this shell, we have a lot of ways to shuffle our deck. So Lorien, Augur of Bolas, Faeries, Sitting Landscape. We have 13 ways to shuffle our deck. So this card is simply mandatory. I mean, this is the best cantrip ever. If you need not only one but two or even three cards, this is the only single card that gives you potentially 2 or 3 different cards. Instead, the other cantrips make 1 for 1. I mean, you're searching for a snuff out, okay, you search for a card, one removal. Instead, with this, you can potentially draw 2 or even 3 removals. So, and shuffle back the useless cards in your hand. So, I mean, the power level is too much higher compared to the other cantrips, of course, if you have the shuffle effects. But we have the shuffle effects, so let's exploit this factor. Then, as regards the sideboard is very simple. We have 10 cards against mono red because G1 it is almost impossible to win. So we want to subvert the matchup and try to win G2 and G3. So these are also good cards against other matchups. I think 3 Arms of Adar is very good because against Elvis, against Mono White, against all these creature-based deck, I think 3 is a good number. Defense, we don't have the Gurmag, but I've tested a lot this card and I really like it also on a Ninja, on a Starter, on a Mystic. So I like this card. It gives an interesting attack angle, and then we have of course five Beb because we need them. Then we have 5 slots. I mean, we had this situation as I already said, but with the last 5 slots, I think the last 4 slots, because I think having 2 relic is mandatory because it is strong to interact with the graveyard. So we have the last 4 cards, 4 slots. I put Annul because I really would like to win against Glee. It is a good matchup, but in this way I think it is even better. And I think it is important to make it even better. So, and then it is a card against Affinity. I don't think it is a strong card, but if this can take care of the Refurbished Familiar, it makes it a 1 for 1. So they're not making a 2 for 1, they're making a 1 for 1. So it is can be useful, and it is the blue Naturalize. So this is the list. This is these are the choices. Let's play some Magic. Okay, first match against Luffy, which is the best Grixis Affinity in the best Grixis Affinity player. So very funny. Okay, this is a strong hand. I think we will put both of these on the bottom. And let's subvert this matchup. I don't think we will, but doesn't matter. Okay, they pass. That's interesting. So no Icor for them. But if they go Refurbished Familiar, I mean it is almost over. So, and we do not have the counterspell. if we draw a land, I think we need to slam the Monarch and hope. I think he wants to make a dispute maybe in the end of turn, or he's thinking about the Galvanic Blast. Yes, I think it is thinking about the Galvanic Blast. I don't think here making a dispute is a good play. In fact, okay, let's see if they bolt the creature before the ninja. They do not. We miss the land drop, which is bad, but we have a lot of fairies. So we can... Ooh, these are very good cards. So, in this spot, I think we want the ninja instead of the Monarch. So, so we want to draw the ninja, yes. Or we want to draw the land and put the Monarch. So if they go Refurbished Familiar, we go cast down, okay? We go cast down. If they go more than a creature, is a disaster. This is tough. This is pretty tough decision. No, I think I want the ninja. I want to ninja. In this way, I'm forced to play the ninja because in order to have the land drop, of course. So if they continue to do anything, is a little bit problematic. This card is broken. This card is simply broken. This is not okay. Okay. You can't play control in this meta game. And it is not a matter of Chrysalis, it is not a matter of and they can go also Blood Fountain. But I think I have to... And in this spot it was better to have the land. It was better to have the land, of course. Yes. But I think here we'll discard a cast down. Yes. Okay, this is not... I mean, this is a problem, but... so, with 2 cards, they've already won the game. So, to all the people thinking the Chrysalis is the problem, the disputes are the problem, this is the problem, in my opinion, for control decks. I don't think they're going to block, honestly. In fact. And we had a new start. We had the perfect end. We had... I mean, I can do much more. This is for sure. I mean, we have this, but I don't care about... yes, draw everything you want. Okay. This is bad. This is, of course, bad. Okay, he's attacking with the Enforcer. Interesting. So they're blocking the ninja. So let's attack with the ninja and see if they trade or if they make a Gallblast. I don't know. Okay. This isn't so bad because in this way we can slam the Monarch and have two blockers. I think they will go double removal and steal the Monarch, and the game will be over. But this is what we can do, in my opinion. We do not have any other chance. Maybe we draw on a snuff out. No, The relic isn't so bad now, because if they go the fountain, we can deal with that. We can't yield because they they think we have not the snuff out and they do all their plays. Okay, this is a disaster because kills this, and if they go galvanic, I'm simply going to concede, I think. Yes, of course. In this spot with a snuff out, I don't think it would be such. Okay, this is a disaster. This is a disaster. This is a disaster, yes. And they also have 6 cards in hand. No, they 5 cards in hand. Okay, they steal the Monarch. We have to draw the Monarch. No, we don't. We have the Fairies here. Okay, Snuff Out is a good card. We can put that on top. Then we play the Relic and pass the turn. Maybe I should have played the Snuff Out, because in this way they're not open with the Dispute. Yes, that was a mistake, but okay, they go Icor. I think here I will go Starter. Okay, Galvanic. Okay, now I'm definitely going. I mean, if I wait and I take damage, no, then I take too much damage. So I think this is a. Okay, so they have 6 cards in hand. We have 0 cards in hand, and this is a disaster. This is a disaster. Okay, we can we play it now and tapping. We're fighting so much, but we're not going anywhere. So I'm playing because I want to see the limit of this deck, but I already know the limits of this deck. Of course, I've played a lot of times. So, but here you can see why it is a disaster. The Refurbished Familiar. I mean, if the Refurbished Familiars were, I'm gonna consider there is no chance. If the Refurbished Familiar were Frogmite, Gear Seeker Serpent, this was a close game. This would have been a close game, but with the Familiars is impossible. It is simply impossible. So the sideboard. The sideboard, I think we have to cut all these snuff outs. They only take the mirror, which is not strong. I think we have to cut this package, even though it is a strong package. Then we have to put, of course, the Annul, because counters both the Icor and the Familiar. I think I want at least 2 Hydroblasts. Then I want to cut also an Augur of Bolas and put the Relic, because I think the Relic is strong, it makes a 2-for-1 against the Fountain and draws a card, so I really need the card advantage. I don't know if I want the 3rd Hydroblast. This is to protect the Mystic, because the Mystic is our way to close the game, to try to close the game. I don't know if I want to take out a Ninja. Maybe on the play, no. On the play I want to Ninja, of course. Yeah, I'll try this way. Yes. It's okay. I expected to meet at least one Grixis Affinity, so it is okay. Wow, this is a good keep. I mean, these are wonderful ends against all matchups except for this. This is impossible. So, but I mean, these are very powerful ends. I'm very happy with these hands. What do we do now? We go. I think we pass and we try to brainstorm in the end step. In this way we have a sure pick for the Ogre of Bolas. If we miss the land drop, is a disaster, of course. We can't yield, because if we yield, they think we do not have the starter or the annul, and they can play the fountain. So we have to click the OK or to click 1. End of combat. What are you doing in the... No, nothing. Okay, end of combat step, main, and... Okay, let's play this Brainstorm. I don't think they will cast a Pyroblast here, honestly. Okay, we have both the shuffle effect and the... What do we want to reveal? The counterspell, the cast down? I think the cast down. I think the cast down is the card we want to reveal. Okay. So here our play is for sure to play this, yes. Okay, they yield, so they do not have the Pyroblast. Wow, Annul is even better. If they go Refurbished Familiar now, it is a disaster, but if they do not have it, it is better to take Annul. And we have the blue land. So now I think here we are yielding. Spell Bomb, it is not a problem. Maybe they kept this card for the Angler, but for the Snackers, of course. They haven't seen the Snackers, but they've seen the... Okay, they're afraid of the Ninja. This is okay. I need the land here. I need an untapped land to try to slam the Monarch, the Mystic, and hope them not to have the Pyro or the cast down. They also have the cast down. This is bad, but we can set the... I mean, it is more powerful to first see the card and then setting the land draw, or first setting the bolas. I think it is, in this case we're searching for the land drop, so it is better to be... Oh wow, maybe we have to do it this now, because we need the land drop. It is too important. Okay, we have the land drop. I think we can... I really like those Hydroblast. I think we need to keep the Fairies here. But yes, maybe a counterspell. Counterspell is weak in this matchup. So I think we're going to do... this, yes. And shuffle back. We're searching for lands to cast a Murmuring Mystic and protect him. But of course we're letting them play anything they have, so... Okay, I think they're wasting a little bit these Galvanic Blasts. Okay, I do not like how they're playing. I think they do not have the Hydroblast. So, if this thing survives, there is a chance. Okay. Oh my god, the value. How can you control a deck that makes such value? Okay, they didn't Pyro now, so they do not have the Pyro, of course. I think here I'm simply playing this. I'm really tempted by playing the Lorien, but it is pretty hardcore. Wow, another Mystic. But if I don't think they kept the how do you call it, the Krar Clan. So these are all good cards. These are all good cards. I think I want to put the Lorien and the Mystic in this order, because next turn I want to play another Mystic. This turn I want to protect this. So I want to go this. And attack. So if they go Blood Fountain, we can let that resolve, okay? You're drawing 700 cards. 2 mana. Dispute. Sure. Yeah, wow. Wow. This is they're wasting a lot of resources and they're not finding anything. Wow. This is so good for us. I mean, we're very slow. Yeah, we do not have a real race, but okay. I think now they found something, but they want to play to protect their pyroblast. So I think I can't play this, even though it is very tempting to play it. Very tempting. Okay, this is not a problem. Two of them could yes, I think two of them it is. Two of them it is too much. Yes, two of them it is too much. One I can deal with only one. With two it is, but if they go rat it is okay. Yes, yes, I should have let that pass. Am I sacrificing the mystic here? Or the starter? No, I think the starter. I don't care about the starter now. I mean, it is powerful, of course, but they're not playing disputes. They're not playing anything. This is a curious situation. Okay, we have DeLorean. I think here we want to slam the other Mystic. Why they didn't do it in their turn? Wow. So now I'm not attacking because I want to block this familiar and I don't want to jump with the. Maybe I could have attacked with one, but I think it is more important to jump. I think they have a Gallblast at this point, one or two of them, because. 2 mana. This is okay. We can't deal with that. Oh, I forgot to. Okay, I think it doesn't matter at all. 1, 2, 3, 5. If they go Pyroblast, it is no. Okay, no. Let's think about. Let's think about it. So let's think about it. We can take this turn to set the next Lorien. I think this is a much better choice. And we pass. We're not going anywhere. I really had a good hand. They didn't find the answer soon. They already wasted a lot of resources, but we're still under their pressure. Okay, we'll take this 4 now. Even though they have only 2 Gallblast left. Draw 3, okay. Okay, now we can try to cast the Lorien. I think they have like 3-4 Pyroblast in hands, but that's we simply can't deal with that. Okay. I'm not seeing what the targets are. Okay, they targeted the Lorien. So this is interesting. Not the Mystic. Ouch. They continue attacking because they know I can't block. And I won't block. I definitely won't block. Let's try draw a card. Now we can block. Why have I tapped this? Okay, doesn't matter. Maybe our hope is to let them mill. I don't know. I'm also really... I have a clock issue, for sure. For sure. Okay, they basically are doing anything. Here I will block. And let them play the Galvanic. No, okay, they've baited us. Ooh, this is not bad at all. But now we're milling. We're dying of mill. Okay, this is a card. Blood Fountain, yes, for sure. Yep. Wow, they do not... Okay, now it is, I think, a matter of clock and how we win this game. I mean, it is still pretty tough, this game, so I think we only have to pass. I don't think we can afford to play the Monarch, even though they haven't the Shaman. Okay, Sutter is a good card. Now we have to... Oh my god, this is so bad. This is so bad, but we can get rid of the Monarch, so I think this can resolve. I don't think fighting with a counter spell here is a good idea. Annul is a card. I don't know what's our plan now. I mean, we're doing value. Maybe we're going to win this. I don't know. I think so. In this spot, I think so. We are doing a lot of value. Okay. So here I'm doing this. And I'm attacking, I think, with the Monarch. In this way I draw the land drop. Okay. They're going Gallblast here. Okay. Doesn't matter at all. I have to be Quicker, we can win this. I don't know how, I don't know. Okay, now we draw land. I knew it. Okay, I think here I want to slam the monarch. I don't want to go on this card. This is also a blocker, so why not? Okay, now of course we are drawing a lot of lands because previously we were in mana screw. This is a problem? Nah, I don't think so. Okay, Lorien revealed. This is good. This is a good card for sure. But I'm waiting to cast this spell. I want to get rid of one familiar, exile it, and attack. 1, 2, and 3. Yes, 3. They could take... I think they're trying to clock us. I don't think they have an op at this point. Maybe munition? They want to make a war on munition? I don't know. Okay, so now we have a clock with 3 damage. I think here I'm going to play the starter. As I already said, I don't want to go on this card. There is no need to go on this card. This is a card that makes a race. Helps me to counter the 2 mana drops. Wow, we're beating Affinity on value. This is a day to... But they didn't find... they didn't find the Pyre or the Cast Down Soon on the first Mystic. That was for sure the... Okay, now I'm not playing the starter because I have a land to discard. Three mana, Kenku. No. So the Icor. First I want to try to exile the Kenku, okay. I think I'm going to counter also this at this point. I mean, there was no need to counter this. But I want to win fast. Because I think they're going munition, of course. Annul. So now, what's our... Counter target spell if it's red. Wow. How many reb they have? Okay, at this point I'm yielding, I think. Yes. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we are lethal. Oh, they could have bargain, but I'm not counting, honestly. When there are so many permanents, my MTGO lags a little bit. We have 7 minutes. I don't think we will win because, of course, the matchup is horrendous. And if we have a chance to win, it is like this. So, but I'm happy we've managed to win the first one, the second one game. So I'm happy. I'm I'm happy with this, honestly. This is an horrendous hand, but Mulligan against Refurbished Familiar is even worse. So ah. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. Wow. Mulligan to 5 again. Wow, mulligan to 4. I had to keep the first one. Oh, but now we have a plan. An horrendous plan. But always a plan. Still a plan. So we have to hit the land and try them not to have one of their 12 removal spells. Okay, these aren't untapped lands. Okay, at least I won't lose for the time. Okay, they do not have the lands, so they kept a bad end. So if only we didn't mulligan to 4, maybe there was an op. I don't know. I don't think they are disputing here. I shouldn't yield now. Okay, they found the land, so it is impossible now. Okay, I think these are too strong not to keep them on top, even though there aren't land drops. But Monarch is our only way to win this game. I mean, we're considering it is fun how we are considering to win this game, but we have to try. Our hope is not to have the blast. Drawing two powerful cards. Missing the land drop, but having a strong hand. So this is the plan. It won't work in any parallel universe, but doesn't matter. Now they are afraid of stutter, I think. Wow, they do nothing. That's interesting. Okay, I know if I draw with the ninja, there is a monarch on top. So I can't ninja, and then I think this ninja will indeed. They were thinking about bolting the fairies here or the ninja. At this point, I'm searching for the okay. So top. And now do anything you want. Strong play for sure. Okay, I think now we have to counter basically anything. If they go rat, is a disaster, but we have a way to manage that. Then, if we didn't mulligan to 4. I mean, 4 is not playable for. It was enough to mulligan to 6, to 5 also, but 4, I mean, it is so sad to mulligan to 4 and they are doing such a start. Dispute, for, of course, yes, do whatever you want. Bolt there, okay. I think here I want to search for the land drop for the ninja. Okay, we found it. Oh, we can play the super play ninja on ninja for the removal. This is so sad. This is so sad. But we can do it. Yes, I mean we can do it the next turn. That's my favorite play. I really want to do it. Oh, maybe it was okay. I can't still change. Okay, Agony Warp. It is. I mean, they can counter Agony Warp, but it's too better against the. Here I'm grabbing an island to play the Annul, and the next turn we are ready for the secret technique of the double ninja. Wow, their game plan is it's very slow. Okay, okay. I imagine they had like this. Okay, so we are ready for the plan. We will all this stuff only to draw a card. This is funny. Okay, block. Okay, they aren't even. Okay, maybe it was better to have the cast down in this spot, of course. But anyway, we're doing this Agony Warp in the upkeep. In this way, they have a choice to make. Interesting. I feel like we couldn't. Hey, we got punished. But yes, we got punished. Yes, I don't. But I think it is over. We don't have any other way to. The Mystic, of course, but the game is so over. But also in this spot, look how better are these Brainstorm compared to the to Preordain. I'm shuffling 2 lands away. Annul, okay, it is a good card. But now that Kenku is... Yes, that Agony Warp was for sure bad. Was for sure bad. But they ran one Kenku, if I'm not wrong, so that was the only way we got punished, and we got punished, so happens. Yes. They didn't see the familiar, that's why this game was so close even though we mulligan to 4. If they saw only a familiar, this game would be already over. I think here I'm jumping everywhere. I'm letting them stealing the monarch, but I'm trying to kill this thing. Okay, now it's over. I think it's over. If they have double counter, it's over. Let's see if they block. We need a Toxic Deluge in this deck, in these types of deck, because when they put some big creatures, there's no way we can deal with that. Yes, this is so over. We do not have anything, honestly. We played bad Agony Warp. Yes, it's over. I'm a little sorry because I felt like if this was a mulligan to even to 5, this would have been better. They really had an random start, so of course, and also in the second game they've lost only because they didn't find one of their 8 or 7 answers against the Mystic. But I felt like we did the possible. I mean, that Agony Warp was bad for sure, but if first I think they already had one of the 2 Pyroblasts, so yes, maybe in that spot our line is hoping them not to have the Pyroblast or a Galvanic Blast or a Cast Down, play the Agony Warp after the blocks, and try to steal in that way. I think when we are in a bad position, we have to assume the opponent has no answers, because if we assume they have answers, they're not playing for our best opportunities, and we're not going to win. So in that spot, I feel like I only had to hope they didn't have the answer, play the Agony Warp after the blocks, and maybe they would have played the Kenku after. But I don't know. That's I think this was a loss anyway. So I'm not concerned. I'm not worried about that. Okay, second match. We keep this hand. Here you can see how bad the Bojuka Bog is in this deck, because this doesn't allow me to play the Snuff. I mean, I think that it is not relevant in this case, but in general, maybe they go Land Delver. I need to play the Snuff out as soon as I can. So now we're searching for lands. Augur of Bolas is a great card for sure. They are both great cards. I mean, the next turn we can play the Bojuka, play the Brainstorm. I think we need Augur in this matchup. So yes, let's do this way. Put on top, put on top. Two mana, Tomb Raider, Percussionist. Okay, I think I'm going to block one Percussionist. Lightning Bolt is bad, revealing that, I mean, it's bad for them. It's not too bad, but it's bad. Yeah, here, if we had an untapped land, this could be another match. Totally another match. Or also Swamp, because making us snuff out here is bad, but not so bad in this spot, so... What? This is pretty curious. So, we're 13. With a starter, with a counter spell, with a snuff out, this could be another game, so... This Bojuka is very weak. This is why I don't like these lands in U Faeries, but I mean, happens. So we are a 9. I think we cannot play this stuff out anyway. So here, what are you? I know there is an Augur, so definitely not the Lorien revealed. Okay, we have a land which is very important. I think here we can do simply this. Do we want to snuff out this thing going to 5? Oh my god. What honor, but we have to, no, I don't think we want to do it. If this game, if we were on the play, we had another land, this would be another match for sure. So now our plan is to, yes, to play the Ogre, play the Fairies here. I think it doesn't make sense to be open because they already have a strong board, so they can simply not do anything. And okay, this, I think I like this and I don't like this. So our hope is not them to have a strong end. Indeed. How can we block here? Okay, so for sure I'm blocking this way. I go to 4, they see another card, but the... yes, I'm doing this. I mean, G1 is impossible to win, so I'm not complaining about losing this. Okay, we lost. I'm not complaining about losing this, but dying with 5 strong cards in hands, I mean, this means there's something wrong with the list, with the game plan, and the problem is the Boshuka for sure. But there are other matchups in which Boshuka is very strong. For example, Dredge, Boshuka can make GG, so I think it is worth it, even though the sometimes happens this. Okay, I think I don't dislike the Mystics, but let's see how many cards first we want to put. For sure, 5 of the, I mean 10 cards. Maybe also the annual. Also the annual are good cards against Synth, against the Clockwork. So we have to take out 2 cards. Okay. Probably a Fairies and a Ninja. Yes, because having 3 Ninja is pretty heavy. So in this way we have 16. Do we want, for example, an Annual instead of a Cast Down? No, Cast Down is very strong. No, they have the Kessig, so we have to keep the Cast Down. I think this is a good plan. I'm confident with this plan. Okay, this is a solid keep. This is a good end. Pretty good end. This Stutter needs to survive. If we have interaction, we have the land drops. Here I can't heal. I mean, I can heal because... no, I can't yield because I have to make them believe I have an answer. That's not a Goblin Guide. Okay, this is interesting, but we do not have a target because I think this stutter will make a bad... wow, this is so free. Wow. This is so good for us. Sure. And now we have we make a lot of value. We make a lot of value. You see, here you can... what? No. Why you don't have the bolt? So you don't have the bolt. What? Why you played the Great Furnace? This. Okay. But by the way, here's the difference between having a Nycor Wellspring plus Dispute engine and another type of engine. Here we're doing a lot of value. I mean, let's see if we do it first, then we can consider, then we can make the consideration. Okay. Let's see if this resolves. Okay, so of course they've not played so good, but if they do not have a bolt, they do not have a bolt. So here's the difference. In this type of value, we're doing something. We're countering, we're drawing, we're putting a 2/2 creature, which and they have to resolve this card. So it is a huge card advantage engine, but it's also it is even better than Icor Wellspring plus Dispute, because we're doing things on their board. We're not only having speculative draws, a lot of draws without doing anything. So this is why, in my opinion, the problem in this format, it is not the dispute. I'm not playing U Faeries not because of the disputes, because I also making a lot of value in a strong way. The problem in this metagame instead is the rat, as you can see by from the previous game. I mean, that was insane. The rat definitely completely destroyed me G1, and I had a strong hand. So that's why I don't think for control decks Chrysalis is not a problem at all, and neither Dispute, in my opinion. The problem is the Refurbished Familiar. So now we have a lot of value. We have to make now the right choices. I think here we start with a Brainstorm in order to find the Hydroblast, because this thing blocks us and makes a lot of damage. So we have to resolve this card as soon as we can. Of course, they're going to block, and then I mean, I didn't see this line. I didn't see this line. Yes, I didn't see this line at all. But I was thinking about the meta game. I wasn't thinking about the play. So that's not a bad situation. So now they're for sure going to block. And but we have the Agony Warp. So do we want to? No, I don't think we want to Agony Warp now. So our plan is simply to make put the Lorien Revealed here, and then attack and see what they do. Wow, I talked so much and I'm still 20, I'm close to their clock. This is weird. Wow, and this is, I think, this is almost GG. I mean, this play is too much powerful. Then now they have to draw a Bolt. If they go like Bolt Bushwalker, it would be a very good recover. So let's see. Grand Resolve is a start. 2 mountains aren't good for them for sure. Let's see if they have drawn a Bolt. No, they're still attacking. Interesting. I think it is. Yes, they're doing well. I mean, that's the plan. So I think here I'm simply attacking. I don't care about bolting this to draw a card. This is strong. This is so strong. This is better than a card in hand. So, oh wow, they didn't even block. What's happening here? So I'm definitely going to cycle a land and then pass, because I want to be open with 2 cards. I think this game is won. But I'm very worried about the G3 on the play. So Gallblast on me. 4 damage on me. I really don't care. I have Gaining Life Engine, which is very powerful. So if you're not targeting this, I'm not countering that. This is strong, of course. Let's see if here there is a choice. Do we want to make them see another card that could be a Pyro, or because yes, I think I want to counter this, even though they reveal a mountain. So I think it is more important them not to see the potential Pyroblast. Clockwork, okay, or the potential, obviously the potential Bolt. Here I'm taking if they attack 4 damage. I mean, I gain 3 damage. There is no problem at all. I can also now returning the ninja, the starter with the ninja, so I'm definitely not worried. Do I want to cycle this? No, absolutely not. Because I want to be open. If they go where the things, they're thinking in upkeep. This makes sense. Okay, wow. Every card we draw, we are closer to the victory. Land? This is a land. It is bad, but always a land. Okay. Now they have 2 cards in hands, and we have 2 answers. And if we untap, we have a lot of answers. So I think this is simply over. No, what I'm doing, okay, this is an easy starter. This is a 2-for-1, blocks our ninja. No reason to let this resolve. Yes, I think I will counter also this, even though it is not a problem at all. We have the untapped mana, we have a lot of answers. GG. Okay, now that's... now we have to hope they do not have a new start. Every deck I play against Mono Red is always the same thing. G1 I lose, G2 I destroy them, G3 is a Russian roulette. This is a keep, this is a strong hand. Wow, this is a really strong. Okay, now we have a choice. No, we do not have a choice. We have to be open of Hydroblast because Kuldota. We have an answer to Kuldota, but it is too slow. So at least the first, we have to counter it at least the first Kuldota. Then they can resolve, I think, a second Kuldota, but not in the second turn. Okay. Clockwork is not a problem. I mean, it's a strong card, but I can't put the Hydroblast on the Clockwork, honestly. 2 damage is a lot, for sure. Okay, and they respecting my Hydroblast. I hope to draw an island here. Also, this is okay. I think I'm going this, because if they do nothing or anything I have to counter, I can Brainstorm and then I can play the Ogre and be open of Hydroblast. And in the, as soon this card has to be played as soon as we can, because the colors are too important. Having the 2 colors, the counter spell and the Arms of Hadar is too important. Okay, Kuldota, now we counter that. As I already said, I don't want to them to reveal the Pyroblast, so I do it now. In this way, if they reveal something, maybe another Hydroblast, okay, no, Furnace is bad for us. Okay, now we have a turn to set the Bolas. In this way we have a blocker, hoping they do not put a creature. Okay, So now let's play the Brainstorm. Wow. Let's... wow, okay, for sure, a swamp. No, I'm kidding. I need I need all the land drops. I need all the land drops. So I have to choose. There is also another option. An option to counter the Bushwalker, to let them resolve another Kuldota, and then make Arms of Other. So we have to choose. We play a tapped land, and we are open of Beb, or we play an untapped land, and we play Ogre of Bolas. That's interesting. We are 15. We can take 4 damage, we go to 11. 11 is not that much. 11 is not that much. If they're good, they're attacking without playing the other Kuldota. Yes, I think here it is too much important to have the... So let's shuffle them back and to have the Hydroblast, because if they go like Bolt plus Bushwalker is a disaster. We take 10 damage. So Brand resolves. This could be a bait. This is a bait for sure, but I mean that's okay, now they know we have the Hydroblast. I don't know, because they have 3 cards in hand. Yeah, I'm going to do it, yes. I hope they go like Kuldota or Tomb Raider, and then we slam the other. Okay, this is interesting. I think now we have to play other. No, we do not have other plays. I mean, we have other plays. We have Ogre plus Counterspell, which is always strong. Now they can go Kudota Bushwalker, but okay, Tomb Raider plus Fire Blast. Okay, we are 9 and we are 5. So we are 5. They have 2 cards in hand. It's tough. It's tough for sure. Let's see if they go Fire Blast. No, so they give us the time to... here I want to play in this way, because if I hit the Hydroblast I have 3 mana available. Ah, that's bad. That's bad for sure. And now we have to choose. They for sure will use the 2 damage. 2 damage is okay. I don't think this is a good play, honestly. When resolved, 2 cards in hand to counter this. I have for sure to counter this. If they go Bolt, Fire Blast, I mean, it's alright. Okay, so we are 3 against Mono Red. This is a tough situation for sure. Okay, we have to find a counter spell, okay, and in this way we can let Kuldota resolve, we can let another Tomb Raider resolve, of course. No, why? Why? Why you gave up? Why? This was a good game. I think you had all the. I mean, you maybe you are thinking, okay, if I draw a bolt, you have Hydroblast. I don't do not deal damage with this Tomb Raider. Unfortunately, I can see the card I will draw. Of course, I have a very strong top decks, but giving up in this way is so sad. I mean, I'm sorry for this game. I really would have I really would have liked to continue that, but this is I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry for this. Okay, third match. If this Boshuga Bog was an island, this was a banger. But this is not an island. It is a black tapped land. But I put this card in the main list. I'm no, 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 another Grixis Affinity. I can't do it. I can't do it. I really can't do it. Another Refurbished Familiar. But I mean, I expected it, so I can't complain. I really can't complain. Okay. Let them use this galvanic blast. Sure, but you should have done in your end step, because if I had another starter, but I do not have another starter, this is so sad. I feel like here I want to play the Boshuka. I know it is a good card after killing one of their creatures, but I need that now. So if they go like Ichor Wellspring, Blood Fountain without the creature, I would be happy. I would be happy. I mean, I don't know if this Monarch will win the game, but that's our only plan. So be careful, I have counterspell. Do not play the rat. Do not play the rat. I have counterspell. You can't play the rat. I have counterspell. They always have it. They did. Okay, so how many chance we have to draw an untapped land? A few chance. A few chance, yes. A few. Oh my god. So if also this card is so broken. If this wasn't black, this was a game. I could have discarded, I don't know, a Ninja, a Brainstorm, then snuff out Monarch. It was a completely different game. So that's why I really hate this card. So powerful. You can, if you're playing Control, you can really deal with that. So what can we do? Nothing. We shuffle this. We shuffle this. We discard a land. And we do this. I really don't want to cast this on the familiar because oh, they also have the land. Wow. Because I am afraid of Kenku. I'm afraid of Kenku, so I can't really cast. Okay. So let's do another Brainstorm. Let's do this way. Let's do this way. And now we are forced to kill that, because if they have a dispute, they make too much value. If they go Kenku's GG, if they go Rat is GG. Frogmite. Frogmite is a fair card. This is a little less fair. Whoa. I hope they do not have the removal. Okay, they're attacking. This is good. I will block. I will block everything. Okay. Dispute here, okay. Makes sense. Right click concede. We need snuff out. We had snuff out. The monarch is strong. Is strong, so we have to keep that. I think at this point the counterspell is almost useless. And here I've already played a Lorien. I think I have to keep this in hand. I'm casting here. This is such a disaster. I mean, also this game, they only saw one Refurbished Familiar made the game because it ruined completely my plan. This is over. Completely ruined my plan to play Monarch on turn 4. It wasn't targetable by Snuff Out. This card is a problem. Is a problem, in my opinion. So the same plan as before. We put 2 Hydroblasts. Yes, we put 2 plus the relic. Okay, this is a good hand. I can play anything turn 2. I can counter the rat. I can. I do not have a ninja, so this is sad, but I will accept. Okay, so this is our game plan. To be open, to counter their threats. So almost everything they cast, because everything is a threat for us. This is good. This is a good card. We can search for a ninja. We can do interesting things. They're thinking about countering this. I think it is not worth it at all. if you have a rat and another land, you should consider to protect that. Countering this, you give me a 1/1, which for me is amazing. I think I will bot top. If they go Gallblast, I think I will not counter it. Sure. I don't think this is a good play. I mean, obviously, it always depends on the cards you have in hand, and we don't know 6 cards they have in hand. So, obviously, okay, they're betting us. They're betting us. I mean, we have the relics, we have the Boshuka. Of course, in this way they ramp. They can play an enforcer soon. Yes, maybe I should have countered that with the Annul. They're respecting a lot us. I simply do not believe that was a good play, but that's my point of view. Maybe they have so many resources that they can do that play. So for sure they have a Gallblast because they were beating us, our starter. But, this is interesting. This gives us another line. We can think about. They have a Pyroblast. Probably they have it. They run like it is already a bad matchup. They also run like 4 Pyroblast side for after the G1. So it is a disaster. But they have like trick us down. So if they go Pyroblast, they untap, they do everything they want. I don't think it is a good idea. So I will pass. I will pass. I decided to respect the Pyroblast. A line was to hope them not to have it and play the Mystic. That was a strong line for sure. I mean, they can continue to play Toadcast, to play drops and ignore us. This is big. This is a big boy. I can't counter it because they have Fountain. Okay. I will play a starter here. Okay, they definitely have the Pyroblast. Sure. I think I have to counter this because making the ninja is too important. Okay, they're bargaining, they're disputing. Sure. Okay, we take 8 damage. I want to cry. But that's my fault. I'm playing this deck. That's definitely my fault. So I have nothing to complain about. Oh my god, this is too many at this point. Simply too many 4/4. Okay, they in this game they didn't see the Refurbished Familiar. They're beating us with the Enforcer. So I don't say this would become a good matchup. without the Refurbished Familiar. In my opinion, Grixis Affinity would be still very strong and strong against control decks, but simply in this moment is unplayable, is very unplayable. So there is a difference between an unplayable matchup and a difficult matchup. So I would have lost this game anyway, even without the familiars, of course. I agree. But there were like the previous the previous 4 games without the familiar. I think that those games would be very playable, and that's why I'm very this is GG, this is GG for sure. Play familiar, right click concede, but the situation was already a disaster. I was on the play against this black deck, which played Carrion feeder turn 1. So at first I thought it was like zombies, like one drops deck, but then I thought about Glee, because Carrion feeder is a good card also in a Glee shell. So my game plan was to try to not to make these Carrion feeders become huge, and on the other hand try to respect the combo. So in this spot I really would like to slam the Monarch, but I can't. I mean, I could, because I can go cast down on Carrion feeder, but they go Basking Broadscale, so I have to play Counterspell and can't play the Monarch. So now I found the Bolas. In this case I accept the risk to miss, because I can't play the Brainstorm, because I have to be open of cast down of one Carrion feeder. So now they are offering a trade. I didn't understand why they also sacrificed the plant. Because with the Shampling Gas they could kill the Bolas, but obviously in that case they wouldn't have made a treasure. So now in this spot I can slam the Monarch and also have a Snuff Out. So in this case you can see how the Monarch is good. I mean, we underestimating a lot this card, the Monarch, also the other Monarchs, of course. But in this spot I was down of 2 cards. The game was tough. They have a huge black creature, so for this deck dealing with a huge black creature is a problem. I have to find one of my 3 cast downs, or even the Agony Warp, which now is on bottom of the library. So here they can't block, so I go with the Ninja, and the Monarch. I mean, the Monarch is a blocker. Already made me draw a lot of cards. So this game was won by the Monarch, and this shows how powerful is this mechanic. It's simply we simply forgot. We have simply forgotten about this how strong is this mechanic, and we're concentrating too much on the disputes, in my opinion. But this is an effect of as I've already said, an effect of the Refurbished Familiar. So now the game is over. The game is over. I'm continuing to play because they continue to play, but there's no way to escape by the situation. I decided to be open with a lot of answers instead of playing the Bolas, and they concede. This second game I opened a very strong hand. The sideboard was 4 Annual in, and I put out 2 Murmuring Mystic. 1 relic, and also 1 Augur of Bolas. Having 4 ninja on only 11 creatures, so 4 seers, 4 stutter, and only 3 Augur of Bolas is a crazy idea, but I felt like it was worth it, because I also have the Brainstorm, so I have ways to shuffle the ninja back. So in this spot I was afraid of Tamio, because if they go Tamio, so I had two options: to go in a late game, and not in a late game, but after the turn 4 to make cast down plus stutter, but I didn't want to them to deal too much damage to me. So I decided to risk and not to play around Tamio, and that worked. At this point, I mean, when I get rid of that giant black creature, the game is over, because they have 2 cards in hands. I have a lot of responses. I have now also a ninja. I mean, the game is over, already over. This deck can suffer an early Carrion feeder, but we had the cast down, so it was simply over. Now they're continuing to play, because maybe they have yes, they have another Glee, so they try, of course, but I have the Snuff Out. I also had the Annul, and in this spot, I mean, it is a matter of time. So I attack, they do not even block, so at this point I can Brainstorm, I get rid of the Faeries here, which is useless, I make my land drops, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 answers plus a Brainstorm. They have here I should have played the spell starter, but honestly I only was waiting for them to concede, because but of course it's totally okay if they do not want to concede. I mean, I have to win the game, so here I don't want to even here I had to first attack, make them block, then killing one of their creatures. I really didn't care much, honestly. I was playing in a superficial way, because I wanted to finish. Here I don't even cast the counter spell, if I'm not wrong. Yes, they only see me tapping 2 lands and they concede. So I mean the game was over after that cast down. Without that cast down, this was a close game, because I was at 9. That thing could have done minimum other 8 damage. So it was a close game, but after that it would have been a close game without the cast down, but there was the cast down. Last match of this really weird league. This is a keep, a very strong keep. I don't know why, but when they play this type of land, they always mono blue terror. I don't know why. I've seen a few fairies playing with this. I mean, also mono blue fairies. Also mono blue fairies players like a lot to play this type of land. So I'm assuming it's a mono blue deck. Then we have to see if it's fairies or not. I think at this point it is terror. If it's terror, it is way better for us. It is a very good matchup, Mono Blue Terror. UB Fairies, Mono Fairies instead is worse, but if they start in this way, it is not a problem. Okay, it's Mono Blue Fairies. We'll counter this, of course. If they have 4 spike, wow. I better not to call cards next time. Mono Fairies is worse. We have the other post side, but I don't feel comfortable in this matchup at all. Wow, I think is already GG. I have to to make a display, not them to go too high with the value. But they have Bine Barrow. I mean, this game is gone. I mean, that play was too strong to deal with. No, I can't block. I can't block. Zero top to bottom. Okay. So they go Bine Barrow and Stutter. I go double counterspell. Let's see if they block with the Faeries here. If they do not block and I draw a snuff out, it is a good situation. Okay, Agony Warp is not that bad. But I feel this game has gone. It is lost for us. That for Spike made the game for sure. Boss side we have the other, but it's a sorcery speed, 4 mana. Very bad, very bad. Another ninja, okay. They draw 2 cards. Faeries here. The problem here is even we draw 2 snuff out, we go to 4. And they have 6 cards in hand, so it's a bad situation. No, GG. GG, for Spike made the game. I can play around for Spike. I mean, if they do that play, I have to assume, but they could also have calculated the counterspell. So instead of for Spike, also Spell Pierce would have worked. So it is always difficult. So for sure, another instead of Relic. I don't know if I want the also the turn is pretty bad. Yes, the turn is pretty bad for sure. I don't think we have anything else. We have to keep also one turn. Okay, this is a keep. Okay. Okay, we have to decide now. Snuff out on the Faeries here. Let's see the cards on top. If there is a land and an instant sorcery, ooh, this is good. This is good. This is good. I think top. This ninja is a risk, but yes, I'm definitely going to snuff out now. Fairy Miscreant, Fairy Miscreant. Ah, that's bad for sure. So, do I want to see if they trade. They trade, okay, interesting. So, now I'm cycling the swamp on the top. And I think I'm going to play the Ogre of Bolas. Hoping to find a snuff out. Counterspell is not a good pick, but is value, so we don't complain. Yes, sure. Play your ninja. Wow. You go to the end step, so you have a Bind Barrow. I'm gonna eat that Bind Barrow. Okay, I don't think here I want to play Ogre of Bolas, because if they go counterspell, I mean, it is okay if they draw discard. If they had the powers, would be different, but in this spot I think it is okay if they go... Ooh, this is interesting. I have to stutter here. I mean, I have to stutter. They do not have the stutter by 2, so counterspell is okay. My opinion is okay if they go counterspell on my stutter. They go almost tap out this turn. They could. I think they're going to play the miscreant here. I don't know. Maybe they have Pierce because I don't know if they have an answer with 1 mana against the other, even though we do not have the other. Oh no, they can go Bind Barrow, of course. Let's see what they discard. They do not discard, so for sure they have... okay, also this is pretty strong. So, let's try with... they know we have an Ogre of Bolas, but if they trade, for us is okay. I mean, we could also search for the other, but I think, of course, we're not trading. They're not trading. So, in this way, we see a card more. Okay, Murmuring Mystic, but is weak in this spot, in my opinion. So, we have to make this play. Ogre of Bolas, value, Brainstorm. And then I think another Brainstorm into a Faeries. I don't know if I want... I don't want the counterspell for sure. Yes. We made a very good turn. I think Adar is better than Mystic. So I want to play with Adar. I could have kept the land of top to make Adar plus counterspell, but I don't think it is worth it. Okay, I'm going to take this, even if yes, I'm going to take this ninja. You can ninjutsu. Yes. This is 2 damage because I have blockers now. Okay. Faeries, they've played a counterspell. They go 1 top, 1 bottom. Okay. Here, I think I want to play very safe. hoping them not to have a spell pierce. Okay, so they can go Bind Barrow. They attacked, so of course they have a Bind Barrow. They would trade in a free way. I don't think it is worth it to attack. I didn't feel confident about making this play after the blocks, because if something went wrong, I would have been in a bad situation. Now I don't feel much confident, but at least I have some blockers. Let's go if they're going to attack with the Fairies. They're not going to attack. So why not playing the Bind Barrow now if you have it? Interesting, interesting. I think here I want to bait the other. Yes. Play a starter. Sure. Let's see if you... Okay. Okay, now I have to go for it. If they have an answer, GG. I give them the possibility to make another starter, of course, but if they had counterspell, also counterspell on Bolas was a line, so okay. Sometimes we only need to hope our cards are going to resolve. So I'm going to attack even with this, yes, because they do not have the starter, they could have the Bind Barrow, so the Bolas stays back. Okay. Sure. A weird game, for sure a weird game. Okay, usually when they make this play, it is over. I hope this is also that case. I think here I want to play the Mystic. And now I attack with the Seer, because I don't think they have the starter. And most important, I don't think they have another ninja. Okay, I don't know how we're winning this game. I mean, that other was... the first game they scam with for Spike. In this game we scammed against the... With the other, it is a matter of scam. Wow, this is good. Okay, the game now feels good. These ogres are not missing. So, are they conceding? Okay, these games were crazy. This second game I tried to play around the counterspell, it worked. I didn't play around the third starter, I felt like I couldn't. At some point you have to play your spells, hoping the opponent doesn't have the answer, because if you respect too much that deck, they could draw then the cards, and then you lost anyway. So in my opinion, it is okay to try to win in some spots. In that spots I could have baited the mist with the mystic, but I didn't want to let them have another turn to find the counter spell, to find a ninja. So sometimes it's just a matter of how many answers, responses do you have, and how many threats I have. So now, do we want to change anything? The mystic it was bad in this game. I mean, I had already won when I played it, but these cards are even worse, probably. Fangs maybe the relic cycled itself, but it is a bad against stutter. Fangs is not so bad because can make us good trade. Maybe it is better than the Monarch. I think it is better. Yes, I think it is better. Monarch is simply so bad. So everything is better than the Monarch. Of course, it is a powerful card. There are some spots, even in this matchup, in which it's strong, but in general, against 8 flash creatures, all flying creatures, is not such. Okay, this is a keep. This is a keep. I think we do main phase Brainstorm to set the Ogre of Bolas, hoping they do not have a turn 2 starter. Cool. I think I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. So Lorian, Ogre of Bolas. Okay, Bind Barrow is okay. Let's see if they go Big Ninja or Little Ninja. They want to counterspell the Bolas? No, they simply do not have the Ninja. Okay, so let's play the Bolas. This is a block. Makes value. Gives us time. They didn't play the Of One Mind, so I'm assuming they do not have it, because they didn't neither have the Force Spike. I think they for sure have the stutter, because this end is not good. Otherwise, I think they should have mulligan. So I think okay. Now they drew the ninja. Interesting. I think here we're going Bojuka. Ooh, there is also that now. I think at this point, I think it is too strong to make the snuff out now. I know I have a Bolas, but if they go like Snap, Strange Things, I don't like it. So now I'm well positioned. Let's see if they manage to find the land drop. Sure. Okay, now we are now in a good spot. We are now in a good spot. We can simply pass and counter their threats. We have the land drops, which is important. We have tons of removals. Okay, this is. I think I'm going to let this resolve. Yes. And I think I'm going to kill the ninja. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe they only... Okay. It was... They do not ninja. Okay. So let's play the cast down. Maybe I should have done it... I mean, 1 damage, I don't think it is relevant. Stutter. Yes. Of course, in this format doesn't exist days, so I let that resolve. Maybe mutagenic. Ping. That's the problem with that deck. It is a good deck, but sometimes you're stuck with the lands, and the land drop. It is very important in Pauper. So now let's try to cast the bolas, so we can attack if they go. The bind barrow is okay. It is not such a big problem, but we have the same cards in hands. No, I have one card less because now I play the Bushuka, but I have a board, I have the land drops. So every card I draw, like a Lorien, a Mystic, I can do many things. Instead, they have to respect. Okay, I think I'm going to counter this. No matter if we are under spell pierce. Okay. So now let's do your off on mind, tapping 3 mana. You can do, okay, you don't do anything, so now we can attack with 2 of them. So also in this case the record crashed out, so I'm going to review literally the last turn I made, because this was the last turn. I decided here to ninjutsu both the augurs to make more value. I know this is bad against snap, but in this way I have another card in hand, and they concede. So it was literally the last turn. So this was the league. So I felt good with this list, even though we've met only 3 metagame decks, because we've met Affinity twice, and then we've met a Glee, which wasn't a metagame list. So I would like to play against more metagame decks, but of course we have only 5 games, and happens also this. I think in this league, one of the most interesting aspects of this league is that I think I've showed how powerful is the engine Stutter plus Ninja. Of course, not against an impossible matchup, but in the other matchups it is a broken card advantage engine, as well as the disputes, in my opinion. And then I think I've managed to show up how Brainstorm is powerful, how strong is this card. I mean, every time I played this card, I made value, quality, only brilliant plays with this card. So I hope I've convinced you running the playset when you're playing a lot of shuffle effects. So this was U Faeries. I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next videos.